What's good, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets and DFS. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys a nice Monday night slate here. The Broncos are playing another primetime game here against the Chargers, and right now the game is a 4.5 point spread favored by the Chargers with a 45 total. And this, hasn't been the best two teams so far, a little underwhelming, but I still think has a chance to shoot out. Keenan Allen's still doubtful in this game, could shake some things up for the Chargers, and obviously Javonte Williams out for the season. So two teams missing some studs on both sides of the ball. So we'll see how this game shakes out. Obviously, in this division, anything can happen, but some of the player props on this slate look amazing. So as always, we're back here with another video. NBA does start tomorrow, so be tuned for that. Some nice player props going on for that. Only 2 game slate, but obviously things crank up every day as NBA comes around. So thank you for sticking with us for the first 5 weeks of football season. We're going to continue to do all the football videos we do now, and then sprinkle in some NBA content. So hit that subscribe button for all the videos so you do not miss one. And also, we're peppering even more Patreon content as well now that we have more sports coming out. So Riaz, tell them about that.
Super exciting time to join the Patreon. Not only do we have MLB postseason, NFL going on right now, but like Dal said, Tuesday, the start of NBA with the Curry discount, which is just unbelievable. So if you want to find more picks, check out the Patreon. You can find it at patreon.com/upstate. Everything will be linked in the description below. We do, 4 to 2 picks each every single day. You don't want to miss out. It's a ton of bonus content from us, a ton of picks from us. We've been gearing up. We've been red hot, to be honest with you, over on the Patreon. So you do not want to miss out. The MLB plays have been phenomenal. The NFL plays over on the Patreon have been phenomenal. And if you stuck with us last year during NBA, it's just going to get more green lights here on Upstate Bets and DFS.
Yeah, like Riaz said, NBA Curry right now has a essentially free square, needs 1 point to hit that. You can pair that up with players in the NFL. That's the cool thing about Prize Picks. So thank you for tuning into the video. Let's dive into the player props for this Monday night game, and I'm gonna go with Austin Eckler here in fantasy score. He's at 17. The first 2 games of the season, or actually first 3 games of the season, 80 rush yards, 139 receiving yards, never found the end zone. But in the last 2 games, 233 rushing yards, 75 receiving yards, and 5 total touchdowns. He leads all backs in the NFL in receptions, receiving yards, and yards after the catch, and forced missed tackles. So he's been all over the place. We're finally seeing that Austin Eckler that we saw last year, who was like top 3 running back when it came to fantasy points. Right now, he's leading the league in fantasy points when it comes to running backs, back-to-back 35-point games. And I see no difference here going against this Denver defense. Obviously the offense on Denver has been underwhelming, but the defense hasn't been perfect either. So right now, Austin Eckler, they don't have a touchdown prop for him. I would have went to the touchdown prop if they did, but right now on the sports books they have him at about minus 170, minus 165. So I think PrizePicks doesn't feel like it's good enough odds to put it as one of their listings, but I do feel like Fantasy Score is easy enough to get to that. I mean, the guy's got 31 receptions on the season, 33 targets. Everything's going his way, and especially with no Keenan Allen as he's doubtful in this game, a lot more usage, a lot more targets going Austin Eckler's way. So love Austin Eckler in this matchup.
Since Keenan Allen's been out, we've seen like a unlocked version of Austin Eckler. He has been unstoppable, and I have him in a couple leagues. Even regardless of that, Eckler has looked amazing. And I like that you touched on, yeah, this Denver defense has looked good, but there is openings where Eckler could break a big run or a big catch in the backfield. So I love Austin Eckler there. I'm going to go over to receptions with Cortland Sutton over 5. This Denver offense has looked awful. I'm a little concerned with Russell Wilson and his shoulder. He is a full go here Monday night, but it is kind of, worrisome when you have a quarterback who's already struggling now dealing with issues in his throwing arm. But regardless of that, he has looked for Cortland Sutton a ton of times already. In 5 games, he's seen 3 games where he's had double digit targets. He's basically smashed this line, if not pushed it, almost every single time so far this season. He's the clear cut number one without Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon being in the backfield, Mike Boone, Latavius Murray. Russell Wilson's going to have to throw the ball, and no better than his guy, Cortland Sutton, at a really nice line at 5.
And if you look at the game script here, I mean, the Broncos are supposed to be playing from behind in this matchup, and right now the Chargers have allowed 238 passing yards a game, so that's obviously more additive to go to Cortland Sutton. The statistics prove that Sutton should have a big game here. He literally hasn't been too bad this season despite all the knocks on Russell Wilson. He's had a pretty solid season so far. Cortland Sutton has 83 yards a game he's getting there. So love the matchup here for Cortland Sutton to get over 5 receptions. And that's going to be our 2 picks here. Plug that in for a 2-pick power, or you can match it up with a couple other plays, like I said, how you can mix and match. But if there's anyone else on the slate that we didn't mention, drop a comment down below. We'll get back to you on our opinion on that player. So drop a like on the video. Make sure to be tuned for the NBA season and the rest of the NFL season. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell notification. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.